Scandal, shock, and timeless rock collide. The Black Crowes' infamous third album, Amorica, once caused an uproar, not just for its sound, but for the picture on its cover, a bold image that sparked nationwide debate. But here's the twist. For far too long, the cover's controversy has overshadowed the music inside. Now, as the band marks over 30 years since its release, they're asking fans to focus on the story behind the sounds and the misunderstood era they represent. Originally released in 1994, Amorica immediately caught the public's eye, with artwork featuring a close-up of a woman wearing a tiny American flag bikini. Many found the image so provocative that giant retailers like Walmart and Kmart flat out refused to stock it in their stores. If you ever see album editions with a black border cropping the image, that's why. It was a concession to get the music into more hands. But do you know what's really surprising? The obsession with the cover almost completely drowned out conversation about the music, the daring clash and crash sound that filled the album. Now, with the release of an expanded anniversary edition, listeners are invited to finally pay attention to what was happening sonically inside Amorica. To commemorate the milestone, a lavish box set drops this November. Yes, technically the 31st year, who's counting? Boasting either 3 CDs or 5 LPs loaded with never-before-heard tracks from back in the day. Notably, the band has dropped the quirky period from the title, so let's set that punctuation mystery to rest. What made Amorica really tick? According to rock critics at the time, the record built on the gritty, retro rock foundation of their earlier albums, yet added looser and even funkier rhythms. As Rolling Stone boldly assessed, it was as bold and ramshackle, heartfelt and personal as rock roll itself. Lead singer Chris Robinson sums up the spirit more personally, saying, "Amorica was about breaking out on our own and ditching musical trends. It was about trusting our instincts. 30 years later, that's the core of who we are." Of course, any good box set includes the original tracks, but here's what sets this one apart. It finally brings listeners Tallest, a treasure trove of songs from an aborted Black Crowes record called Tall, the project that was shelved to make way for Amorica. Among these previously unheard songs are the emotion-filled Bitter Bitter You, the tongue-in-cheek title song, and an instrumental called Paris Song, which ultimately evolved into the fan-favorite Cursed Diamond. And that's just for starters. The anniversary box also features the Marie Laveau sessions, 7 never-released tracks from 1992, plus 4 live takes of Amorica, songs that were recorded during a London radio show. Longtime fans will find genuine rarities, original B-sides from the Amorica singles, remember when B-sides were a thing, including a deep-cut cover of Taj Mahal's Chevrolet, a blues gem from 1971. For die-hard collectors, the top-tier edition, priced at $250, even comes with a poster, bumper sticker, and a special turntable slipmat. A proper nostalgia trip for vinyl lovers. But here's a thought to stir debate. With physical CDs fading from big box stores, will Amorica's once scandalous cover even cause a ripple today? Or is the art finally free to tell its story, scandal and all? And this is the part most people miss. Can we finally judge the album on its artistic merit, not just the shock value? What do you think? Was the original outcry over the cover justified, or did it distract from one of rock roll's most personal statements? Do controversial covers help or hurt albums in the long run? Let us know in the comments, whether you're an old-school fan, a curious first-timer, or just in it for a good debate.